in Ozamiz City. You're watching One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with information, news, sports, and public affairs. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. Serving you with love. Ang telebisyong pangmasa. One TV News Channel. One TV News Channel. One TV special report.
There are 12 members present, including the Honorable Presiding Officer.
Having 12 members present, the Chair declares a quorum. Thank you. For the order of business, may I request our Honorable Majority Floor Leader, Honorable Mars Tapayan, please.
Yes, Honorable Chair, thank you. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. We have no visitors or guests availing on People's Hour and item number 4. We now proceed to item number 5. Approval of the agenda for the day. There are written proposed decisions to our ordinary business, Honorable Chair. First, request of City Mayor, Honorable Attorney Sam Roman G. Puentes, to insert in our agenda today the following. Number 1, approval of programs, projects, and activities for our supplement budget number 7, General Fund for calendar year 2025 in amount of 33,989,382 pesos and 66 centavos. Number 2, approval of programs, projects, and activities for our supplemental budget number 2 of special account for calendar year 2025 in the amount of 15,580,000. Number 3, approval of the supplemental and programs for our supplemental budget number 7 General Fund for calendar year 2025 in the same amount of 33,989,382 pesos and 66 centavos. And number 4, approval of the supplemental investment program for our SB number 2 special account in the amount of 50,580,000. With this request is also a request to have special session tomorrow, Honorable Chair, for the enactment of our supplemental budget number 7 General Fund, and as well as the enactment of budget number 2 special account. So, Honorable Chair, I proceed to other request for sessions. The request of the Barangay Council of Gango with the endorsement of our City Budget Officer to insert in our agenda today the supplemental budget number 2 of Barangay Gango in amount of 110,600 duly endorsed by our City Budget Officer for our approval, Honorable Chair. So these are the two requests for sessions. I will promote the motion to approve the agenda for today with about 2 requests for sessions from the City Mayor and from the Barangay Gango, Honorable Chair, for approval of this August budget.
There is a motion from the Honorable Majority Floor Leader for the approval of our agenda for today with 2 inclusions as being presented. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. There are no minutes attached to our order of business under item number 7. We proceed to item number 7. First reading, request of business, letter C. Petitions or requests for first reading. Number 1, supplemental budget number 5 of Barangay Manaka in the amount of 21,125,000 pesos and 91 centavos. And may I proceed also to the same item number 3, supplemental budget number 2 of Barangay Litapan in the amount of 107,160. And number 4, Supplemental budget number 2, Barangay Tabi, in the amount of 225,000. And number 5, supplemental budget number 2, Barangay Bongbong, in the amount of 54,312. So these items 1, 3, 4, and 5, I yield to the Chairman of the Committee on Barangay Affairs, Honorable John Carlo Marayon, to recommend introduction on these 4 items, except number 2, Honorable Chair.
The Honorable Giancarlo Moralion is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motions on items number 1, 3, 4, and 5 as being presented by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader.
Thank you, Majority Floor. Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to pass the 2025 supplemental budgets of barangays. Number 1, 2025 supplemental budget. Number 5 of Barangay Manaka in an amount of 21,195.91. 2025 supplemental budget number 2 of Barangay Litapan, amount of 179,160. 2025 supplemental budget number 2 of Barangay Tabid, amount of 225,000. 2025 supplemental budget number 2 of Barangay Bungbong, amount of 54,312. Passing for first reading with reservation.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Madam Chair, considering the urgency of the 4 supplemental budget of Barangay Manaka, Barangay Litapan, Barangay Tabid, and Barangay Bungbong, I would like to pass for second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the Honorable Moralion is passing this request for supplemental budget for items number 1, Barangay Manaka, Barangay Litapan, Barangay Tabid, and Barangay Bongbong. Move for the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Motion approved.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We now go back to item number 2 of literacy of item number 7. 2025 supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Mulikay, SK, in the amount of 755,000. Duly endorsed also by our City Budget Officer for our approval. And I yield to the Chairman of the Federation of SK in our city, Honorable Duelongson, to endorse recommendation on this item, Honorable Chair.
For item number 2, Honorable Duhay Lungsod is now recognized by the Chair for the appropriate motion.
Thank you, Majority Floor Leader, Madam Chair. Would like to pass a resolution, a 2025 supplemental budget number 1 of Barangay Mulikay, SK, in the amount of 755,000 pesos for first reading with reservation, Madam Chair.
Move for first reading with reservations. Motion approved.
Considering the urgency of the said resolution, Madam Chair, and therefore duly endorsed by the City Budget Officer, may I therefore move for second and final reading on joint motion waiving the internal rules, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Due to the urgency of this request resolution, the Honorable Duhay Lungsod is passing the supplemental budget number 01 of Barangay Mulikay, SK, in the amount of 755,000 for second and final reading, waiving the internal rules. Any comment, remarks? Hearing none, motion approved on the second and final reading, waiving the internal rules.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We now proceed to letter D of item number 7, messages and communications, number 1, letter dated December 10, 2025, from the Office of the Philippine Councilors League regarding the invitation to the PCL Ozamiz Occidental Year-End Evaluation and Assessment on December 23, 2025 at 1 p.m. at the Censo Ozamiz Occidental Sports and Cultural Center, Oguita City, Ozamiz Occidental. I heard that there was a receipting of this date on September 23, Honorable Sir. May we hear from the PCL, our representative, Honorable Catherine Lim, on this matter, Honorable Sir.
Honorable Catherine Lim is now recognized by the Chair.
Thank you, Madam Chair. With regards to the item 7D1, there have been some changes with regards to the dates and time, especially to the venue. So The PCL year-end evaluation assessment will be moved from December 23 to December 20 from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Aya Hotel Clarin with a registration fee of 3,000. And everyone has committed to attend the said year-end evaluation, Madam Chair, and we are very thankful and grateful for everyone's dynamic and active support to One Ascenso PCL, Misamis Occidental. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you for your vital information, Honorable Lim. Noted by the Chair.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We proceed to number 2. Province of Misamis Occidental, Liga ng mga Barangay, Misamis Occidental, Provincial Chapter, regarding the resolution accepting the resignation of Honorable Salvador C. Canlas Jr. as President of the Liga ng mga Barangay, Misamis Occidental, Provincial Chapter, declaring the position of Federation ABC President vacant. With this, Honorable Chair, with information, there's no information with the office of board member Canlas is already filled up now. This resignation is only on his being a board member, being president of the Federation of the Province, Honorable Chair. So we know that our laws provides that the ABC of Ozamiz City Federation President will sit as member of the City Council. So, if Honorable Canlas will not resign as President of the Federation of Ozamiz City, he will be urged to sit as a City Council member by the Vice President, Honorable John Calamaleon. In the meantime, he has not taken his oath as member of the City Council, so Calamaleon will continue sitting as the member of this SB until such time that Honorable Canlas will definitely assume office as Vice President and member of ex officio of the City Council. So he needs to take his oath as member of the City Council. I heard that at this time he is taking a leave of absence. I have to presume that his leave of absence is as ABC President of Ozamiz City. So we have to wait further advice from the DLG on the final decision of Honorable Canlas on the matter, and Honorable Molino is also waiting for his decision. He has to resign from the ABC prison if he wants Honorable Molino to continue as SP member, Honorable Chair, because if he resigns, automatic, Honorable Molino will become President and will continue sitting as member of this council, Honorable Chair. So in the meantime, we will take this decision from the province, the preparation of ABC, Liga ng mga Barangay, Misamis Occidental Provincial Chapter, to be duly noted in the record of City Council, Honorable Chair.
Is there any query or word of clarification from the manifestation of Honorable Tapayan regarding the leave or resignation ba o Honorable Canlas? No comment? No remarks? Okay. Noted by the Chair the report or the manifestation of Honorable Tapayan. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Number 3, Ordinance number 29-25, an ordinance integrating accreditation for Department of Tourism in the issuance and renewal of its permits to primary tourism enterprise in the province. Unless my colleagues has any observations on this, Honorable Chair, or any comments, I will proceed to item number 4, and in the meantime, this ordinance will be recorded as duly noted in the record City Council, Honorable Chair.
Noted.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Number 4, ordinance number 15-24, an ordinance institutionalizing the establishment and operationalization of province-wide health system, including its management support systems and operating funds thereof. Again, unless my colleagues has any observations, remarks on this ordinance by the province, let it be duly noted in record City Council, Honorable Chair.
Okay, noted by this honorable body.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Number 8, committee report submitted. Joint report dated December 11, 2025 with the Committee on Laws and Style, Committee on Trade, Commerce and Industry, Committee on Ways and Means, and Committee on Barangay Affairs regarding the following two proposed ordinances. An ordinance amending the requirements for renewal of business permits, and item 2, section 1 of ordinance number 1317-2024, known as an ordinance amending the requirements of new and renewal of business permits, and the items 1 and 2, section 1 of ordinance number 1286-2023, known as an ordinance amending the requirements of new and renewal of business permits, and the paragraph B, section 4A.07 of ordinance number 1059-13, otherwise known as the 2013 Revised Omnibus Revenue Code of Ozamiz City, and number 2, an ordinance amending section 3A.02D, tax on retailers, section 3A.02A, tax on conductors and other independent conductors, and section 5G.01 of service fees on garbage collection on ordinance number 1059-13, otherwise known as 2013 Revised Omnibus Revenue Code of Ozamiz City. Honorable Sir, this was subject of the discussion last December 11 by the joint committees involved in public hearing, and it was well attended by all stakeholders, specifically the businessmen, members of Ozamiz City Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and the members of Ozamiz Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated. And we are supposed to schedule this today for the revision and second reading. So in the meantime, I move with motion to adopt and concur this committee report for approval and proceeding with reservations, Honorable Chair.
Okay, presented by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader and manifested by the Honorable Majority Floor Leader that the committee report being submitted, various committee report being submitted, be duly adopted. Is there any comment or remarks regarding this committee report? We have various committee reports. Thank you.
I move, Honorable Sir, ECG Public Service to adopt and concur this committee report on the second and final reading within the internal rules, Honorable Sir.
For the urgency and for regarding this committee report, the Honorable Majority Floor Leader moved for its adoption and concurrence of this committee report. Any further comment or remarks? Hearing none, motion approved.
Honorable Sir, the ordinance which has the adversarial contention was the ordinance, the number 2, ordinance amending section 3A.02D, tax on retailers, Honorable Sir, this was subject of the position paper of the Ozamiz Chamber of Commerce we received yesterday, December 15. And just today, we received also the corresponding position paper of the Ozamiz Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Both chambers are interposing their reservations, if not objections to this ordinance, especially on the tax rate, Sir. And I guess the members of Slobade has read the position paper, and I wish that this will be initially deliberated today about their position paper of the Ozamiz City Chamber of Commerce, and I think all members have no copies yet of the position paper of the Ozamiz Filipino Science Chamber of Commerce. May I request the Secretary to reproduce, because it was just received now, this afternoon, and to furnish copies to all members. And we start the initial deliberation. I was not here during the public hearing. I was with Honorable Siso. We were in Congress. We were called up to represent the NGO, Ozamiz City, in the congressional hearing in Congress regarding the House Bill 5549 filed by our two young congressmen, Congressman Andrew Minal and Congressman Indy Minal. I and Honorable Siso registered our strong support and full support to this House Bill filed by Kong Ando and Kong Indy Minal in Congress.
What's the number of the House Bill?
House Bill 5549.
Number
5549.
5549.
It was deliberated and there were objections. If I may give you additional information, there were some, not really objection, but some restraints, some reservations being aired by DNR, Maria particularly, and the Bureau of Forest Management regarding the ordinance, the House Bill. It refers to the conversion of the Malobang area, whereby we have a housing project, and this House Bill was also filed by then Congressman Henry Minal Sr., now our governor, in the 18th Congress, and it passed on the third reading in Congress, but it did not survive until the Senate. So yesterday we filed again, and this Congress, 19th Congress, Kung Ando and Kung Indy filed a similar bill, and we hope that this time it will survive until the Senate. During the hearing, we are glad to report that we are here accomplished our mission, because after deliberation, after hearing the LGO also, hearing this presentation and all of us supporting the measure, the bill, despite the objections from the DNR, Namaria, and Bureau of Forest Management, because there are still mangroves, there are still mangroves in the area, but we stand our ground that there are no more mangroves in the area. Their satellite report might be outdated, not upgraded. So the members were convinced. A motion was being endorsed by Honorable Max Rodriguez of Cagayan de City, and duly seconded by the former President of the Philippines, Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, and it was carried, approved by the committee level, Honorable Chair. And we're very thankful on that. And kung hindi advise us that later on we also can show our support in the Senate hearing. So, going back to our topic today, this ordinance, I would like to start deliberations by asking the Co-Chairman of Committee on Trade, Commerce and Industry to air the committee's remarks on this matter after reading the position paper of the Ozamiz Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and if Honorable Lay might be able to read also the position paper of the Filipino Science Chamber of Commerce, Honorable Chair. May we have comments from, Honorable Lay, Honorable Chair?
Yes, may we hear from Honorable Lim for any additional comments or any manifestation regarding the presentation of Honorable Majority Floor Leader?
As of this moment, Madam Chair, we have to Madam Chair, am I hearing right with Honorable Marcelian Tapayan to read the position paper or to have a reaction with the position paper?
We just received this position paper this afternoon. At 12:07 o'clock. It contains 2, 3, 4 pages signed by Engineer John Kerwin C., the President of the Ozamiz Philippine Science Chamber of Commerce and Industry Incorporated, members already for copies of this. It was still produced. Using this paper, Honorable Chair, I can summarize that they have exhibitions on the rates being imposed. Because our proposal is first 400,000, 10%, and more than 400,000 is 1.5%. This is the rate allowed by local government code. However, our tax rates are not updated. Honorable Sir, I remember that in 2019, we tried a revision of tax rates during the time kung ando. We revised tax rates on the other businesses except the retailers business. Wata mag-revise ka sa retailers. Ang atong ibasihan, ang atong tax code since 2013. So, it is now more than 12 years. Now, what na mag-revise? And our rate now is still very low, 1.1% for the 400,000, and beyond 40,000, it is 0.275%. But the Ozamiz Chamber of Commerce made a counter proposal that the rates they agreed on the 10% for the first 400,000, but they disagreed on the 1.5%, 400,000 or more. And they proposed a rate of 0.5%. 0.5%, Honorable Chair. And may I also manifest that the Washington Paper of Ozamiz Chamber of Commerce and also the Filipino Science and Commerce made distributions because, according to them, the tax rates of the nearby LGUs are competitive and better than Ozamiz. If we increase to 1.5%, the tax base of 400,000 above, it might deter businessmen to put the business in some city because the other nearby provinces, LGUs, have a better rate. But may I manifest that in Tacom City, the rates is this. First 100,000, 10%. It's like our proposal. Ang ato first 100,000 is only 1.100%. So, what mag-update? Kunya, 40,000 and above, the rate of Tacom City is 1%. Ang ato is 0.275. So, taas ang tanggap, 1%. Ang ipopos sa Samber businessmen is only 0.5%. When tanggap is already 1%. And in Orquita, the first 1,000 is 10%. And after more than 40,000, it is 1.5%, just like what we post now by the ordinance. And it was done by Orquita 2018 and Tagop 2017. Kita 2013 pa, wata mag-revise. Niya ato ang tax is still 0.275% for tax base of 40,000 and above. So, that's why, ano sir, the Bureau of Local Government Finance called our attention because they reviewed and they realized that our tax rates are not progressive but retrogressive because of our rates. Computing na taxes, nakadako ang income, nakagamay ang tax. Meaning, ang katong gamay income, dakong tax. Ito na income, nakagamay. So, it's not progressive. Our taxation law says that tax should be uniform and equitable, and it should be progressive. That's why the Bureau of Local Government Finance called our attention on this matter to review a study and revise our tax rates. It was a subject matter on this year, August, during the exit conference with the budget na ilang i-call itong attention nga ang atong tax dili good progressive. Muna atong revise. Ang nitabo, pag-revise, dugay ay panahon nga wala revise 2013, today is 2025, dako ang impact sa revision. No? Although, ang atong revision, pareha sa Orquita ra. Orquita revised their tax in 2018. Their tax rate is the same as the tax rate we are yet proposing now. Atong ipopos sa atong tax rate karon, dugay lang gyapon sa Orquita, sa 2018 pa. Ato ang tax rate sa 2018, gamay kayo 0.275%. So, I believe that the businessmen of Ozamiz City agreed. They have common observation that they are really supporting the LGU. Suppose tanan sa LGU. Kaya nakita nila nga, ang ilang buwis, ilang buwis tax gibayad, wala mabulsa sa mga opisyalis. It was in a transparent manner, gigamit sa NGO for the benefit of these emissions and to support our programs sa more specific sa atong pre-hospitalization o medicines, atong funeral support, atong support to scholarship program, OPO, and our support to rice farmers, support to rice farmers, and other programs sa NGO nga nagta-countdown sa mga semester, lakip na negosyante, nagta-countdown nila atong programa, budgets sa NGO. But I surmise ang problema sa negosyante karon kung atong i-increase atong tax, just like our Quito City, nga ilang tax 10% for the first 1,000 and 1.5% for the tax base of 40,000 and more. Ato yung kisa na dako kayong epekto ilang mabayaran. So, they are trying to ask for our forbearance nga kumahin mo, di sila makalitan ba? Kaya in exchange good, makalitan ka, di mayo, labi na sa mga negosyante. They want deferred payments. They want staggered. In case, staggered lang. But on this issue, di mo tayo stagger eh. Kung ito yung stagger, palitan. At lang ibutang 1%, pares tanggol. The next year, gusto namin increase 1.5. Di man pwede kay ang atong revision every 5 years. So, kung revise na karon, we'll revise again in 2030. Di tak revise next year. Muna ito predicament. Ato rin sila, akong kunon, kaya wala tayong revise sa 2013. We should have revised this on 2013. 2019, ato na revise, pero hangya mga sanding ayaw sa dalawa si Mayor Ando, kita, wag kita mag-revise siya po, 2019. So, I know nga, increase atong income, di tungkol sa pa-increase sa rate, kulit tungkol because our appeal to the investment nga mo declare ilang true income, if not near to the truth. Muna ilang declare na income nga tinood yun. Muna hintaas ang atong income sa amin. Pero wala naman increase of rate. Dagan ayon na Ozamiz mahal, kay increase ang rate wala. Makita man. Sa 19, giniper ni Mirando. Kay reklamo ang isyante. Karon, the mayor, our ministry, our city sir, is really urging us to upgrade our retailers tax. So that is why